A commitment was made by Kelly Ripa in the year 2020 to host a unique celebration. It has been several years, but she is now making good on her pledge in her hometown. Kelly has asked a number of high-profile individuals to attend the party, which is scheduled to take place on January 28, 2025. The family is supported by Kelly Ripa, in addition to the vow that Kelly made regarding the celebration. She has recently been demonstrating her gratitude towards her family. During the time that her husband Mark Consuelos has been away from live with Kelly and Mark for an extended period of time, Kelly has been concentrating on her nephew Sergio Ripa and the band that he is touring with, King Falcon. This time around, Ripa has been sharing the band's tour dates and performances with her followers, demonstrating that she is just as supportive of her nieces and nephews as she is of her own children. Ripa frequently promotes the projects that her children are working on. Kelly Ripa is someone who understands the significance of honoring commitments and expressing gratitude. Through her compassion and kindness, she continues to bring people together at every opportunity. Kelly frequently utilizes her Instagram account to showcase the enjoyable moments that occur in her life, and this particular occasion is destined to be no different. Her special party is scheduled to take place today. It is evident that Kelly takes pleasure in her roles as a proud aunt in addition to her roles as a devoted mother and host. The pandemic party is going to take place. It is common knowledge that Kelly Ripa is a lady of her word, and she is going to demonstrate that she is about to do so once more. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Kelly made a commitment to the medical staff at Cooper University Hospital, which is located in New Jersey, where she was born and raised. Her promise was that she would throw them a party with a disco ball theme as a way of expressing her gratitude for all of their hard work at such a difficult time. Ripa is now prepared to make that promise a reality, which is a number of years later. At all times, Kelly has maintained a strong connection to her New Jersey heritage. The Cooper University Hospital was the place where her parents, Joseph and Esther Ripa, first met. To create a unique and memorable experience for Kelly and her family in the hospital. Because of the pandemic, individuals were cut off from one another, and the entire globe came to a complete halt. Kelly chose to isolate herself despite the fact that she did not forget about the hospital workers who were working frantically to provide care for someone else. As soon as it was safe to do so, she assured them that they would have a fantastic celebration. In recognition of the hard work that the hospital staff has put in, Kelly is going to throw a dance party with a disco ball theme for them, and to commemorate the beginning of construction on a hospital expansion project that will cost $3 billion. In addition, important figures, such as past governors of New Jersey, such as Chris Christie, John Corzine, and James McGreevey, will be present at the event. When it comes to the things that are essential to her, Ripa has never been secretive with her admirers. The prospect of posting photographs and videos of the celebration on social media is quite exciting to her. Could you not wait to see the photographs that were taken at the party? What are your thoughts on the pledge that Kelly made? Kelly Ripa is no stranger to shocking her audience. Whether it's a hilarious overshare about life with husband Mark Consuelos, a playful jab at her kids, or one of her legendary on-air stunts, Kelly has always been willing to push the limits of what fans expect. But nothing could have prepared viewers for the morning she revealed she was about to go through with a crazy promise, a promise she had made months earlier in what she thought was a throwaway joke. The setup began innocently. Weeks before, during an episode of Live with Kelly and Mark, the couple was discussing New Year's resolutions. Mark had teased Kelly about never sticking with hers. "You always pick something impossible," he laughed. "Last year, it was learning the ukulele. How's that going?" Kelly shot back, "Better than your Spanish lessons, Señor." But then, with a grin and a flourish, she blurted out, "Fine. You know what? If I don't stick with this year's resolution, I'll do the polar bear plunge live on television, in a bikini." The audience howled, Mark gasped, and Kelly fanned herself dramatically. "I'm kidding," she said, though the twinkle in her eye hinted she wasn't. Mark leaned into the moment. "You heard it, folks. It's official. If Kelly breaks her resolution, she's jumping into freezing water on live TV. At the time, everyone laughed and moved on. But Kelly had underestimated her viewers' collective memory and their eagerness to hold her accountable. The reckoning. Fast forward to March. Kelly had indeed abandoned her resolution. This year, it was no late-night snacking. Mark, ever the supportive husband, gleefully pointed out her at 11 p.m. kitchen raids. "You promised," he teased during one broadcast, waving a bag of chips. "You said if you broke your resolution, you'd do the polar bear plunge." Kelly groaned, but the audience erupted into chants of "Do it. Do it, do it." She tried to wiggle out of it. "That was a joke," she insisted. "A hypothetical." Mark smirked. "Not according to America." And so, the producers went to work. Within days, the show announced a special segment. Kelly keeps her promise. The big day. On a brisk Friday morning, the stage was set at a beach just outside New York City. The sky was gray, the wind bitter, and the ocean waves crashed menacingly. The temperature. A bone-chilling 37 degrees. Kelly stood on the sand in a fluffy robe, clutching a thermos of hot tea. Mark, bundled up in a parka, stood beside her, looking equal parts smug and concerned. "Ladies and gentlemen," he told the camera, "my beautiful wife has decided to honor her word. Against all logic and human survival instincts, she is about to take the plunge." Kelly gave him a glare. "You know, you could have stopped this madness," she snapped, though her voice was light. "But no, you encouraged it. You practically scheduled it." The audience, watching from the live feed, roared with anticipation. Kelly's nerves. Moments before the plunge, Kelly spoke candidly to viewers. "Listen, I regret every decision that brought me here. I regret snacks, I regret promises, and I regret marrying this man who gleefully reminds me of both." She jabbed her finger at Mark, who only laughed. "But you know what?" she continued, her voice softening. "Sometimes you've got to follow through, even when it's ridiculous. Life's short. You keep your promises, even the crazy ones." The crowd on the beach cheered. Kelly dropped her robe, revealing a bright red swimsuit that sparkled under the cloudy sky. "If I'm doing this," she declared, "I'm doing it in style." The plunge. Mark counted down. 3, 2, 1. And Kelly charged into the icy water. The audience screamed as she splashed forward, streaking the entire way. "Oh my God, it's freezing. Why did I do this?" She dumped under, popped up with her hair slicked back, and let out a triumphant yell. Arms raised like a victorious Olympian, she shouted, "I kept to my promise." Mark doubled over laughing on the beach, tears in his eyes. She did it. She's insane, but she did it. Producers rushed over with towels and blankets, wrapping Kelly as she staggered out of the water, teeth chattering but smiling ear to ear. The aftermath. Back in the studio the following Monday, Kelly recapped the experience, still in disbelief. "My brain froze. Literally. For 3 seconds, I couldn't remember my own name. But then I thought, this is the most refreshing thing I've ever done. I felt alive." She admitted she had underestimated her own resilience. "I thought I'd chicken out. I really did. But then I saw all those people cheering, and I thought, if I don't do it, I'll never hear the end of it. So I went for it. And honestly, no regrets." Mark, still glowing with pride, chimed in, "You were incredible. You looked like a superhero." Though I have to say, the screaming wasn't very heroic. Kelly shot him a look. "Next year, it's your turn, mister." Fans' reaction. Clips of the plunge spread like wildfire online, drawing millions of views. Fans praised Kelly for her bravery and sense of humor. One tweet read, "Kelly Ripa running into the freezing Atlantic is the inspiration I didn't know I needed." Another joked, "She's braver than half the superheroes in the Marvel Universe." Morning shows and late-night hosts picked up the clip, replaying her shrieks with affectionate laughter. Kelly Ripa is America's crazy aunt who actually follows through. One commentator said, "A new tradition. By the week's end, Rumors swirled that the plunge might become an annual event. Producers hinted that they were considering a charity version, inviting fans to join and raising money for causes close to Kelly's heart. Kelly, though hesitant, admitted she might be open to it. "If people can benefit from my stupidity," she said, "then maybe it's worth turning this into something bigger." Mark, of course, had his own take. "Next time," he said with a grin, "we're making it a couple's plunge. No excuses." Kelly groaned. This is what happens when you marry a man who never forgets a joke. The takeaway. What started as a throwaway comment turned into one of the most unforgettable moments in live history. Kelly Ripa, known for her quick wit and fearless personality, had shown the world that sometimes keeping a silly promise can inspire joy, laughter, and even a little bravery in everyone watching. "I learned something," Kelly concluded. "Sometimes the craziest promises are the ones worth keeping, because they remind you that you're capable of more than you think, even if it's just surviving hypothermia for the sake of entertainment." And with that, she raised her mug of tea to the camera, toasting the audience with a wry smile. Here's to promises, to snacks, and to never letting your husband talk you into something like this again. The crowd roared, and Mark kissed her cheek, whispering, "Until next year." Let us know what you think in the comments.